So this is the latest Mini John Cooper Works convertible, but it's not just any ordinary John Cooper Works. There's been a lot more done to this particular one, and I think you'll find it interesting. Now, the sales manager here was kind enough to let me pull this car out on the patio. It's about 40 degrees today. This is a pretty good looking car, finished in ocean wave green. Now, it has a lot of black accents all the way around. It has the new John Cooper Works badging, the new John Cooper Works body kit, which looks really, really impressive. But here's some things they've done to the car to make it even better. For one, they changed the stripes. They added these beautiful matte white bonnet stripes, removing the OEM ones that were over here. They changed out the mirror caps. They went to a white mirror cap. They also added, and this is a factory accessory, they added these JCW canards, or winglets, or whatever you want to call them. And they're located on the front bumper, and they're located at the front of the rear wheel. Gives it a really aggressive look, just a really cool look. And the sales manager here added another feature that makes this car beautiful. They added 18 by 7.5 OZ Super Turismo LMs with the Evolution center cap, which really gives it a nice look here. And they also installed 5mm spacers so that they fit perfectly, no touching against the struts, fits nicely. 215, 40, 18 Continental Extreme Contact DWS tires, so they're all seasons. Very nice tires as well. The whole package is just very nice. And then right behind the wheel, you have these JCW calipers and large brake discs. Now, being a convertible, it has a convertible top. Of course it does. This is the Union Jack top, one of two available. So you have this one and you have a plain black top. In the back, you have your storage, your trunk, whatever you need to put back there. And if you notice, unlike the hardtop, the convertible retains the previous generation's style of taillight, but goes to the Matrix LED pattern, which creates a really cool look when it's lit up. They also moved the badging around. This is now a Mini Cooper John Cooper Works, as Cooper is now the model name for this particular car, and the new JCW badge right there. They've also done a different rear bumper on the convertible. This one has a gloss black band that runs all the way across with a body color diffuser, which is kind of cool. Unlike the regular hardtop, which has a black diffuser, this one's body color. Pretty neat. You also have a center mounted reverse light and a center mounted tailpipe. Now, another thing you might notice if you go up under the car and look, is there is an extra tailpipe there. And you'll also notice a little butterfly valve in there. That is because that is part of what makes this car interesting. That is the sport mode, as it were. So you put the car in go-kart mode, rev it to about 3,000 RPM, that butterfly opens and makes the car sound even more aggressive. Now, of course, getting inside the car, you have the new JCW buckets with power functions. Hop on in. You're greeted by a head-up display, which opened up for me as I got into the car. You have the new OLED screen here, which is really cool. Your driving modes here, your shifter, and your ignition to start the car. Down here, you have a place to store your phone, cup holders. You have a little storage bin right here with your key to use to open the car. This is a key card, so kind of like Tesla in a way, but you have a digital key that you can actually use to open the car and drive it even. And I think you can even use Mini Connected now to do that too. You also have a different dash trim compared to the Cooper S with red accents there. Very nice. Lots of nice features here. The new steering wheel with the paddle shifters, and it has a boost function, which I really think is cool. I've driven that. I love the fact that the steering wheel is smaller than the previous generation. It feels more aggressive. It feels like you are going to have more control over the car in a way. The previous generation steering wheel was a little larger. This just feels more sports car, race car like. And then down below you have a unique lower fabric strip for the lower spoke and a John Cooper Works badge right there. But just very, very nice fit and finish. The steering wheel feels good. You also have the new cloth dash, like I mentioned. Up here, this is not as thin a plastic as some people have been claiming. This is pretty solid, so I don't think there's anything to be concerned about with that. That is a really solid dash panel up there. And then of course the new Veskin seats, which are very, very comfortable, very supportive, nice side bolsters, Nice headrests here, they're fixed headrests. And you have a nice usable armrest here, along with USB-C charging ports down there. So there's that. Now under the hood, you have, of course, a B48 engine, but it's a B48 with 228 horsepower. Yes, that's the previous generation's horsepower, but there's more going on. It is a B48 with 228 horsepower and 280 pound-feet of torque. Mini has upped the torque from 235 to 280. That is almost GP torque. That is pretty impressive. Now also, the car comes from the factory with dynamic dampers. Now here's the thing, the dynamic dampers are mechanical. So if you think the car needs to go lower to the ground, you can do that without having to get any delete kits or anything like that. You can drop this thing on coils, you can drop the thing on springs, do whatever you want there. Now here's the other thing. The car's overall length has shrunk. And I found this out when I noticed that the new core support here is aluminum and it's also shorter. And when I compared it to my car, the car is about ½ an inch shorter than the previous generation. So a little bit shorter nose, and the result is you get a more blunted nose, more Mini-like. You also get more of an upright with the headlight. The headlights are tilted up a little bit more with this new LED design, with the LED driving lights here and here, along with the circle around the headlight, and a new projector in there, along with a new cornering light. Very, very nice look. On top of this, you come down to the bumper, you have the new JCW accents with the red right there. And if you go to the driver's side, you have your auxiliary cooler right here. You also have brake ducts right through here. And if you have the hardtop, it has butterfly flaps in here. I am not sure why, which is really strange to me. I'm gonna have to figure that out. But there it is, the new front grille. Very, very nice detailing. And then, of course, the changes that the dealership made to make this car even better. Now, those new wheels really set off that car, really makes it look incredible. This is a good looking convertible. Now, as far as the convertible top functions, those have stayed the same. Still does the sunroof feature. You still have 2 seats in the back that you can sort of sit in. You also have a cup holder back there now, which I don't think you had in the previous one. I could be completely wrong on that. And a few other little changes here and there. But overall, very, very nice car. Very, very nice aesthetics. It's good looking. It really is good looking. And kind of the cool thing about some of the changes they made is with the new design, there's no washer nozzles on the bonnet, which means your stripes now look nice and smooth and everything. But they put 3 washer nozzles along the cowling. So now that sprays on your windshield. Really neat, I think. And then of course the clean body lines. So you have no side scuttles now. The indicators are now in the mirrors. Now as far as functions go, it has all the standard functions that the rest of the cars have. It is a convertible, but it is also a Mini. So if you go into the car, you have your center screen, you have your menus galore. There's probably something for everybody in here. Camera settings, CarPlay, Android Auto even, assisted view. If you have navigation, which all of them do, this even has the augmented reality navigation, which will bring up the camera view outside the car and give you indicating arrows telling you where to go, which cool system to have. And then of course you have everything you need in here for your vehicle, including your climate control, which you can currently have off, but it has a nice little Union Jack thing here. If I turn it on, it will be incredibly loud and obnoxious, so we're gonna leave it off, especially because it's cold out. Go home, and there's your navigation. If I mentioned this before, you can click on your little indicator and change it to another little Mini, in this case a nice yellow one. Hit it again, it's now one with a Union Jack roof. Hit it again, and we're back to the arrow. I'm going to leave it as the one with the Union Jack roof because I just think it looks cool. But there you go, great little Mini here. It also has blind spot warning, which is a new feature on this generation of the car. And it has just a lot more stuff going on than it used to. So $50,000 for a JCW convertible is pretty good. And I happen to really like it, but that's just my personal opinion. Let me know what you think in the comments below. And if you like what you see on this channel, check out more content at the end of this video. Lots of good stuff. This is probably the best looking Mini I have put on the channel so far. So let's see what I have in store next time.